Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your tarot reading for the week of May 22nd to the 28th. So let's dive right into it. Your spiritual lesson for this week is the owl in reversed. This is what it looks like upright. So the beautiful owl spirit guide is working strongly with you, Libra. And I have been feeling the owl spirit so hard for the past few weeks since these eclipses happened. And I really do feel like genuinely, as I pulled this card over to see it and kind of analyze these first three cards, I really felt the true spirit of the owl coming through in your reading, like as a genuine spirit guide, not just as a card. And what this owl spirit is trying to teach you this week and at this time is it's trying to guide you through a dark period in your life right now where you may be feeling a little bit frustrated. And particularly, you may be having a hard time seeing the way forward, seeing things clearly, okay? And this owl spirit is asking you to wait patiently before making any bold decisions, okay? I think that's a really important piece of advice for you this week because your next card that came out from the Energy Oracle is Contract in Reverse. This is what your energy is carrying at this time. And this message is so powerful when paired with the owl. I actually want to read it for you from the book here. This is what the contract card means in reversed. The contract card reversed indicates the ending of a previous connection, or where a future commitment is concerned, it could bring warnings of delay and perhaps even possible disappointment. The sale of a house might fall through, the job offer might not come when expected, or a romantic union may be stalled. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope, however. This delay may provide some purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. So I want to pause and say that whenever these big, like, predatory type of animals come through, like the owl, the eagle, the hawk, it reminds me of the direction of the east, the sacred direction. And whenever I call in the direction of the east and I call in these animals, it's always for them to protect, to like keep me under their wing and to help me see situations more clearly, because these birds have the best vision of like any animal, and they can be flying so high in the air in the nighttime and see the forest floor so perfectly and see like a mouse crawling out of the dirt from many, many feet above. You know, they see things and they see the full picture, bird's eye view. They can see what lies ahead in the path. They could see where they came from. They could see what lies right underneath them. They almost operate at a higher dimension than humans do, because in a more high dimension, you can see with crystal clear clarity past, present, and future all at once simultaneously, okay? And when you're in spirit, time does not exist. Everything just is what it is. And so these birds, like, they work with people when they want to help guide, okay? So kind of like be a little bit humble with these spirit animals, with these bird spirit animals, because they truly can see more than you do. And they can see like any lurking dangers, anything that, like any delay that's happening in your life in the present moment, or any setback, any frustration, any loss of contract, ending of commitment. It may be frustrating for you. There may be a grieving process. It might be disappointing for you. But this spirit animal is coming through to say, like, there is more to this than you realize. Like, this stall, this stagnation, this ending is actually serving you at a much higher purpose than you realize. And this kind of period of stagnation or stalling or like a separation or something is serving you so deeply right now, and you're not able to see exactly why, okay? So this delay may provide some purpose or protection for you. By the way, I have like a perpetually itchy nose, so if I keep itching my nose, I'm so sorry. And something even better could be on its way. This card reversed cautions you not to become desperate. Your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome even more. So I do want to say here, especially like if you're in a situation of negotiation or of working with someone else, this is why the owl is saying, like, be very patient this week. Don't make any sudden movements. Don't like do anything out of desperation is what I want to say, or emotional neediness. Like, let the other thing, the other person, the sale, the whatever you're waiting for come to you. Don't give off this kind of needy energy. Catch yourself if you're about to do something out of neediness or urgency, okay? Continue taking action, even if it's in another direction, and your patient resolve will pay off. So it's not saying to like be patient and do nothing. It's saying keep doing what you're doing, but if you feel yourself about to do something spontaneously, out of urgency this week, out of desperation, out of like emotional reaction, stop yourself, okay? Be patient, continue carrying on with what you are doing, okay? So like, for example, if you're like waiting for a sale, if you are a business owner, keep growing your business, keep doing the things you have to do, and like don't make any sudden changes out of desperation. If you are waiting for contact from someone who you like, I don't know, recently separated with or got into an argument with, don't be out here getting drunk and saying things out of neediness or desperation to them, like, I always loved you, I'm so sorry, take me back. Like, calm down, okay? Keep cool and keep focusing on whatever it was that you were doing, like your own inner healing journey, hanging out with your friends, your family, whatever. Like, do whatever it is that you were doing. Keep doing it. Be patient, because it will pay off. If the breakup of a relationship is involved here, who am I reading for? Libra. I almost called you Gemini for a second, sorry. If the breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present and loving. That person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. And the affirmation here is, I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me and bring me great happiness and abundance. So that is the affirmation here. I'm attracting great connections that bring me support, happiness, and abundance, okay? And then we have no need to worry coming through from the angels. There is nothing to worry about this week. I almost feel this sense of panic, this sense of urgency from you heading into this week, because maybe like someone stopped talking to you, maybe like communication has stalled, maybe you're afraid of someone or something leaving your life. You know, to me, it's like when you get into that desperate energy, it gives off like desperate salesman vibes. So for example, like if you go to like a car dealership and you're looking at this car and you're just like kind of like whatever, just looking at different cars, and the salesperson's being really, really desperate, like really like trying to get you to buy this one car. Like, why do you want me to buy it so badly? Why are you just trying to get rid of it so quickly, you know? And it's a big turnoff in a sense. So what I'm seeing here is almost like you're being asked to keep this regal attitude about yourself. And it's not saying that you have to act unbothered, you have to act all cool, calm, and collected if you're not. But it is saying, like, keep your cool, okay? Keep calm, keep doing what you're doing. Don't act out of desperation. There's no need to worry here. Okay, what is meant for you will find you. And I also want to say, if you are going through a breakup, because I just feel like everyone, like so many people are going through some form of breakup or loss or like rejection or just not getting the job that they want. With this eclipse season, it just seems to me like rejection or something not working out seems to be a big theme for a lot of people here. If that is the case, then if it's meant for you, if that person is meant for you, taking this time of separation to focus on yourself isn't necessarily going to lower your chances of getting back together or whatever. And that's a good affirmation. If you are kind of like desperately clinging on to something from your past, or clinging on to something that you want to manifest in the future, just say, if it's meant for me, it will be, and if it's not meant for me, it won't be, okay? Like, that's an affirmation you can use right now. I think it would be really helpful. Anyways, let's get into your tarot, because I've been babbling on about this for so long. We're going to do 9 tarot cards, 3 rows of 3, to get more clarity into, and specific detail into this week ahead for you, and hopefully some things will be cleared up here. So first card out for you is the Star. Okay, this is actually goal acquisition. A dream that you once had is coming to reality. Also, I'm seeing this as more attention coming to you this week, more popularity, a rise in your attraction. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of Venus energy for you, Libra. So I do wonder if like you're just more attractive this week and you're just giving off this very magnetic type of energy, putting yourself out there, putting your work out there, being really charismatic, really charming. I'm seeing phone calls coming through for some reason, and I do wonder if you have a phone call this week where you just are coming off so charismatic to the point where even you're like, wow, like I was on fire. Have you ever gotten into like what I call a charismatic flow, where you just start talking and you just feel so passionate about what you're talking about, and the people are engaged, and you just keep going, and like, I don't know, it's just this glowy type of energy. I don't know how to describe it. I'm kind of seeing you in that energy just about all week, so it's really good. The star card is about trusting your goals. I don't think you're gonna give up. I do not think you're gonna give up on whatever it is that you're going through a struggle with at this time. Like if, for example, you're looking for a new job and you're facing a lot of rejection, like you're not giving up. You're not giving up at all. If you're trying to sell a house, you're not giving up. Love, if it hasn't been good for you, you're not giving up on love. You know, it's just like you will get what you want because of how patient you are with it, and you're not acting out of desperation. And I feel like you're going to see some forward movement this week because of that patience. We have the 8 of water in reverse, definitely showing me that something about the past or something not working out. You're being led in a new direction, but you're having a hard time focusing on that. I honestly do feel like one of your problems this week is that you're focusing on the wrong things, okay? So again, for example, if you just gotten into a separation, a breakup of some sort, your mind, your heart may still be focused on that separation, but your spirit guides are saying, listen, like, if you keep doing that, you might get to a spot where like you reach out of desperation, and that is just going to repel them even further. Like, pull your energy back, focus somewhere else, okay? Focus it on somewhere else. In particular, focus it onto your own personal life goals and dreams, okay? When you pour energy into you, you become this glowing star. Think of your focus, like where you focus your energy and attention, as a light that beacons, okay? When you're constantly focusing on someone else, it's like the spotlight's on them, but they can't even see you. You're dark because all of your focus is going towards them. So when you focus on your goals, on your looks, on your well-being, your skincare routine, you become this glowing beacon, and then all eyes are on you, okay? So I see you taking that spiritual law and wisdom and really applying it this week, and that's why I'm seeing like this glowing charisma about you this week. You're shifting your focus. So third card out is the 8 of air in reverse. Feeling stuck, guys. Right next to the 8 of water, 8. 8 is the number of money. It's the number of growth. It feels to me like you're ready for growth. You're ready for a development here, and you feel stuck because it's not happening. Why isn't it happening? What did we just say? That's why it's not happening. Also, if we look at the star, 17, 7 plus 1 is 8. Numerologically, 17 is an 8 number. So 888 may be showing up for you in your life. It's time for growth. You're ready for growth. You're ready for the next step, but you're feeling really stuck in the past, or in this like sense of things being blocked for you, success being blocked for you, love being blocked for you, communication being blocked for you. Why is it being blocked for you? Focus on you. It'll change, I promise you. Fourth card out, second row, we have the 9 of air in reverse. So we have a natural progression here, but they're in reverse. So you went from the 8 of air in reversed to the 9 of air in reversed. And this is like not the progression I would want to see. Because 8 of air reversed is like, this is the tarot where she's blindfolded, surrounded by swords, and it's just awful. It's feeling stuck in life, okay? On the 9 of air, this is the 9 of swords, which is staying up late at night, like worrying, being anxious, crying. So anxiety might be really high for you this week, and that's why we have the no need to worry card. I would really prioritize, Libra, becoming calmer this week, regulating your nervous system this week, okay? However you need to do that. I know, personal story here, I had horrendous anxiety in the beginning of this year, and I don't know why. There was a lot of stressful things happening in my life, and you know, when you have a lot of stressful things happening in the moment, you're handling it fine. I was handling it fine, whatever, but it was all like so much to the point, and I didn't realize it was a lot. But it got to the point where I was having really bad physical symptoms. Like, I was having chest pains. My chest would start popping, and I thought I was having a heart attack one time. It was terrifying. And it really just got to that point where I'm like, my anxiety is so bad. Like, I feel like I'm having heart attacks now. Like, this has got to end. And I feel like you really need to prioritize becoming calmer. So what I did in that moment, I started meditating for like 2 hours each night, because every time I would go to sleep, I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would be up thinking. I'm like, okay, how about this? I go to bed, I put on my headphones, and I listen to meditation music, and I just try to meditate. And every time I feel those anxious thoughts coming up, I'm like, okay, gotta meditate. And then I would just literally do that for like 2 hours every single night, to the point where I got it down to 15 minutes. I was only meditating for 15 minutes, and then I'd just knock out, like fall asleep. It was beautiful. It was wonderful. I reduced my caffeine. I started taking ashwagandha supplements, which actually helped tremendously. I highly recommend if you're dealing with anxiety. I feel like this week, your priority should be calming down, becoming a calmer person. And because I just feel like it feels so high strung for you. And I feel like that high strung energy is actually kind of giving off this energy to other people of like a nervous desperation, which repels the things that you want to manifest. And it doesn't have to be people. Like, if you're trying to manifest money, success, whatever, that nervous, high-strung energy, like, I need this, blah, 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 it still repels non-human spirits, non-human entities, you know? Like, just like how you wouldn't want someone so desperate to go on a date with you and like, oh my gosh, you need to go on a date with me or I'll die. Like, you're not gonna want to go on a date with that person, right? So when you're saying like, oh my gosh, if I don't get any money right now, like I'm gonna die, blah, blah, blah. Money's like, okay, well, you know, maybe I should back away. you figure you out, okay? So I don't know. I think getting to a point of like calm, regulated nervous system is so under talked about when it comes to the law of attraction and manifestation, and I'm seeing that come through for you this week. Center of your spread is temptation in reversed. I am definitely seeing some type of desire for you here, for something that you may not have access to right now. Okay, and we see this in the card above it, the 8 of water here. It's almost like they're looking out at this ship that is seemingly like, I don't know if it's sailing towards, it looks like it's sailing away. The ship is sailing away, and they are like wanting to be on that ship, right? They really want to be there, but they're standing on shore with their pot of gold here. And it's like, you know, this card really gives me like this sense of right now, this week, there is something that you want that you just can't have, okay? It's just not in your life. Like, you didn't make the sale. The relationship has ended, like whatever it may be, it is not in your life right now. Or maybe you haven't manifested it yet. And you feel really, really stuck because you just want this thing. And I just feel like you're focusing so much on the thing that you don't have, the thing that currently is not in your life to the degree that you want it to be. And staying in that energy is continuously repelling it. And I just think you needed this serious sit-down talk from this owl spirit guide, which I am channeling, and just having them say like, listen, you need to be patient. This thing will come, I promise you, but you really need to redirect your focus onto yourself, onto something else in the meantime. 6th card out is the World in reverse. So many of your cards, guys, so many of them talk about you being ready for a development, you being ready for a new chapter that is easier, that is better. Like, you're just ready for the growth, and you're like, where is it at, universe? Like, where is it at? Like, I just want these situations to unfold for me. Where's it at? Okay. And it's such a frustrating energy, and I've definitely been in this energy before myself, so I know what you're going through. But I mean, you know, we already gave you the advice, we already gave you the tips, you know what you need to do. 7th card out for you this week is the Ace of Earth in reverse, which is really interesting because I believe it was Gemini got this same exact card in reverse in the same exact spot. So if you have any Geminis in your life or any Gemini placements that are strong for you, definitely go watch that week, that sign's weekly reading for this week as well. This is a blockage here, a commitment or money or an offer that you want does not materialize. That is what I'm seeing for you this week. And you can sit here and be upset by it, but like, you're being asked not to be upset by it, because there is so much more coming for you very shortly. Like the angels literally say there's no need to worry at all. Like all of your needs are going to be met. And then also like this abundance that you're building up through like intention and manifestation, it is building and building and building in spirit, in energy. And once this doorway opens, it will flood for you. It will flood whatever it is that you're trying to manifest right now. Money, love, wealth, like whatever this temptation is that you're trying to manifest, it will come to you abundantly. But right now, you're focusing so much on its lack in your life. And that's what is like keeping the door shut, okay? 8th card, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Guess what card came out? Patience. It literally says patience. Now, this isn't even a card in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot, but in this deck, you have patience, which is like temperance, right? Remember, we were saying with the owl's coming through saying, be patient, don't act in desperation. You need to get out of this desperate type of energy. I'm just being honest, Libra. You need to get out of this frequency of desperation, because it is repelling things from you so much more than you realize. But when you step into this, which you are this week, so I'm proud of you, and you're just like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. And in the meantime, I'm focusing on the things, like literally your schedule. I am focusing on the things that make me fulfilled, that are growing me in the right direction. You know, working out, eating healthy, meal planning, skincare, working towards my goals, my dreams, focusing on the friends and people that I love. When you truly appreciate that for what it is right now, and you let go of this desperation, you're like, you know what? I want this thing to manifest, but it's in Spirit's hands now, and I will no longer be in this energy of waiting. Like if it's meant to be, it will be, it'll come to me. In the meantime, I'm focusing on me. And it's like once you let go and you allow that thing to be free, it's almost like it immediately wants to turn back around and fly directly towards you at like warp speed. You get what I'm saying? It's like, go out, have your freedom, and then all they want to do is come home. All they want to do is like, you know, come back. I don't know why I'm getting the message here of like children. So like if you have like a teenager or young adult child, it's like, instead of like restricting that child and telling them they need to stay in all the time and do everything, like that is only going to make them want to rebel and run away and do whatever they want and like have these crazy dangerous experiences when they're a young adult and they're finally free or whatever. Whereas if you like allowed your child more and more freedom as they got older, and you built that trust with them, and you're like, I trust you, here's your freedom, go out, do whatever you want. Those are the kids, I swear to God, that literally want to stay home anyways and like spend time with their family anyways, because like you built that trust with them, you let them be who they want to be, and they love you so much for it that they end up spending more time with you anyways. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like having no expectations for someone or something. You just let it be free. Oh my God, it's reminding me of that song. I think it's Panic at the Disco. If you love me, let me go. Look up that song. It might have some lyrics for you that will help you out. But it's just like you're letting it go and you're like, all is well. You know, do your own thing. If it's meant to be, it'll be. If it isn't meant to be, it won't be. You know, you're letting this goal, this dream go. Like you're not putting mental pressure on something that you really, really want anymore. You're just like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. In the meantime, in this present moment, I will do what I can do to make my life as fulfilling as possible. And I will not stop putting so much pressure on this one thing that I'm super duper attached to. It could be multiple things too. So beautiful. And then of course we end up with the Page of Water. It comes back anyways. It comes back anyways once you do that. This is a new emotional start, new creative start, beautiful new energies coming through because you let it go. Oh my God, it's like almost instantaneous. You're gonna honestly be shocked. It's like, finally, I'm at this peaceful place of acceptance, radical acceptance. I've completely let go. Like I'm just relaxed, focusing on me. And then the second you do that, you become this shining beacon because your energy, your focus is on you. And then it comes back anyways. I'm seeing it turning around. Like the ship is turning around and it's like, oh, actually I want to go back again. So your desire will manifest almost in this humongously dramatic way. Because like the beginning of this week, you're like super like in this needy kind of clingy, desperate energy. And you're just like, you know what? Letting it go, letting it be, focusing on you. And then it like runs to you, your desire. It runs to you once you do that, okay? Thank you guys for joining me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear how this resonated down below in the comment section. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and I will see you for the next reading. Bye-bye.